Hello everyone, Fable FLAX here with an awesome story written by the AI system Chat GPT. I asked the advanced intelligence system to write me a horror story and the result will blow you away. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you like this content. Enjoy.
Once upon a time, there was a family who moved into an old Victorian mansion in the countryside. They were excited to start their new life in this beautiful and historic home. But little did they know that the house was haunted by a vengeful ghost. At first, the family didn't notice anything unusual, but as time passed, strange things started to happen. Doors would open and close by themselves, furniture would move on its own, and eerie whispers could be heard throughout the house. The family tried to ignore these occurrences, convincing themselves that it was just their imagination or the creaky old house settling. But then the ghost started to become more aggressive, slamming doors and causing objects to fly off of shelves. The family was terrified and didn't know what to do. They consulted with experts in paranormal activity, but nothing seemed to help. The ghost was becoming more and more powerful, and it seemed as if it was determined to harm the family. One day, the family stumbled upon an old diary hidden in the attic. It belonged to a woman who had lived in the house over 100 years ago. As they read the diary, they learned that the woman had been murdered in the house by her jealous husband. The family realized that the ghost haunting them was the spirit of the murdered woman. They knew that in order to lay her to rest, they needed to find her remains and give her a proper burial. The family started to search the house for clues, and eventually they discovered a hidden room in the basement. Inside, they found the remains of the woman, and they knew that they had finally found the key to defeating the ghost. But as they tried to leave the room with the remains, the ghost appeared before them. She was angry and desperate to keep the family from leaving with her body. The family was cornered and terrified, but they knew that they had to fight back. They used every tool at their disposal to fend off the ghost, from holy water to crosses and even salt. The ghost was strong, but the family was determined to destroy her once and for all. Finally, after an intense struggle, the family managed to escape the basement with the remains of the woman. They buried her in the backyard, and as they did, they felt a sense of relief and peace wash over them. For a few days, everything was quiet in the house, but then strange things started happening again. The family knew that the ghost was still there, but they didn't know what to do. As they sat in the living room one evening, they heard a loud banging sound coming from upstairs. When they investigated, they found that the ghost had returned and was stronger than ever. The family knew that they were in grave danger. They tried to fight back once again, but this time the ghost was too powerful. One by one, the family members were killed, their souls trapped in the house forever. The ghost had won. The house was forever haunted by her vengeful spirit, and no one would ever be able to escape her wrath.
Hard to believe a robot made that, right? But then I asked the AI system to write an ending detailing the demise of each family member and the result is crazy.
As the family members tried to defend themselves against the vengeful ghost, they were no match for her strength. The ghost had become more powerful than ever before, fueled by her anger and desire for revenge. The father, who had always been the protector of the family, was the first to fall. The ghost grabbed him by the throat and lifted him off the ground, choking him until he took his last breath. The mother, who had always been the heart of the family, tried to reason with the ghost, pleading for her to spare their lives. But the ghost was relentless, and she struck the mother with such force that she was thrown across the room and hit her head on the wall, causing fatal head injuries. The eldest daughter, who had always been brave and resourceful, tried to use the tools they had used to fight the ghost before, but this time they were no match for the ghost's power, and she was crushed under the weight of a piece of furniture that the ghost had thrown at her. The middle son, who had always been the most athletic and physically strong, tried to fight the ghost with his bare hands, but the ghost was too quick and agile, and she appeared out of nowhere, causing him to fall down the stairs and break his neck. The youngest daughter, who had always been the most innocent and pure, tried to hide from the ghost, but the ghost found her hiding spot and dragged her out by her hair, suffocating her with her ghostly touch. As each family member fell to the ghost's wrath, Their souls were trapped in the house forever, never to escape the clutches of the vengeful ghost. The once beautiful Victorian mansion had become a dark and haunted place, filled with the screams of the family members who had lost their lives to the ghost's fury. The legend of the haunted mansion lived on, scaring off potential buyers who dared to venture near the property. And even though the family was gone, their memories lived on in the form of the ghosts who haunted the house, a testament to the power of vengeance and the dangers of playing with the paranormal.
Everyone, thanks for watching and supporting this content. Don't forget to subscribe. Every little bit helps, and we will see you again soon. Goodbye.